looked upon as evidence that throughout all that had happened, the foundation of America remained intact. The terrorists' cowardly attempts to bring America to its knees had failed. And those who planned it learned that although the attacks temporarily crippled our nation, they couldn't shake the American spirit. May America never forget the lives lost, the heroism of those who assisted in the moments of crisis, and how our great nation was violated on our own homeland, and how America must vow never to allow it to happen again. I would like to now invite anyone who has thoughts about September 11th they would like to express and share with us. I would like to introduce Bud Abbott.
No problem. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? We can turn it up a lot more if you need me. Today is Patriots' Day, and though a somber feeling fills the air on this National Day of Remembrance, we cannot mourn the deaths of the Americans who perished at the hands of terrorists without also celebrating their lives. A patriot is described as a person who loves, supports, and defends his or her country and its interests with devotion. On September the 11th, 2001, each and every freedom-loving American rediscovered their devotion to country as the world watched in unbelief as the chaos unfolded from the skyline of New York and Somerset County, Pennsylvania, to the symbol of our nation's military strength, the Pentagon. There's no doubt that the memory of the 2,998 Americans that perished as a result of the attacks on that fateful day will remain etched in our minds. From the horrific events of that day, we stood significantly as a people, as a nation, refusing to succumb to fear or despair. It truly became one of America's finest hours. Just as the images and stories of sorrow and fear have left their indelible mark on our lives, the heroic acts of that day remain just as enduring. As rescue personnel and citizens alike banded together, in some cases sacrificing their own lives to help strangers, it became clear that this tragic event would only strengthen our love for America and our respect for the principles on which this great country was founded. In the wake of the savage attacks, our flag, our nation, stood tall, backed by a new generation of service members who stood ready to answer the call of duty. America's sense of spirit and patriotism was reborn. For 9 years now, the men and women who so gallantly put their lives on hold to answer that call have helped to better secure us from such vicious and cowardly attacks. They've liberated a country from the clutches of tyranny. They've interrupted a stronghold for breeding future extremists, empowered governments and trained militaries so that they may sufficiently govern and defend themselves against evil and intolerant bigots. We have and will continue to face challenges from those who disagree with our way of life.
You guys ride bicycles?